think about Nigeria, what comes to your mind first? The people, the culture, or the chaos? Or the invincible lines that, divide us into 6 geopolitical zones, each with its own struggles, its own stereotypes, and beautiful truths. Welcome to 6zones, 6stories, a mini series in the Nigerian reality season. And in this series, we're setting the tone and sitting with young Nigerians from every single zone to tell one thing: their story, raw, unfiltered, and real.
Welcome to the Sweet and Sad podcast.
My name is Abdulmumuni Hikmat. I'm a student just like you. I'm passionate about personal development and productivity. So, if this is your first time listening to this amazing voice, don't make it your last. If not, sweetie, you know how we roll now. Let me hear you say H to the I to the Q, to the M to the A and the T. H to the I to the Q, to the M to the A and the T. H to the I to the Q, to the M to the A and the T.
Before we go into today's episode, do me a quick favor and follow us from wherever you're listening, subscribe, share. This really helps us to get more people to listen. Today we'll be heading to Southeast, a region driven by enterprise, innovation, migration, and community. Known for its strong spirit and global footprints, this zone is a heartbeat of Nigerian hustle. We'll also be visiting the South, the oil belt of Nigeria, full of beauty, conflict, creativity, and activism. Hi guys, so thank you for joining us. Can you introduce yourselves and tell us the zone you represent and the states that you come from in that zone?
My name is Michelle Chinemelum Obiadazie. I'm from Anambra State, so Anambra in the southeastern zone of Nigeria.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Moridi Chika Favor. I'm from Delta State, which is known as the Big Heart, and I'm from South.
Have you ever visited your state before, and tell us what that experience was like for you?
Okay, actually, I visited my state before, but that was when I was much younger. Cause me now, I'm not really like all these every holiday type of visiting. So when I was much younger, I visited my state, and it was actually very fun because I got to meet my distant cousins, my aunts, my nephew. Even though like the memory is not still as fresh as before, but I got to experience like different beautiful things about my state. I got to visit the streams. It was a very fun experience for me.
I visit my state almost every year, if possible, actually, every Christmas. So it's kind of a family thing. It's really nice. It's lovely, of course, meeting family, talking with family and all of that. But a particular experience maybe will be the first time I went to Onitsha. They always say how, you can find anything on Onitsha, anything you literally want. And that is literally what that place is. Anything you want. Clothes, shoes, chairs, houses, in miniature forms, anything you want. So it was nice to see and experience like the activity, the bustling of the place and everything. So yes.
What is the biggest perception people have about your state that is true?
Perception about Anambra. Okay, the first one would be that we are rich. We are actually rich. I That's a good one. But on a more serious note, that we are industrious people, and yes, we are industrious, we are risk takers, we are merchants, we are entrepreneurs. Anything that we can do to keep busy, to produce something, to work, to show our creativity, to bring money, to take care of family, because ultimately the goal is family, taking care of family. So yes, we are industrious, we are entrepreneurs. Yeah.
Okay, so about Delta now, the big perception that people have about us is that we are rich in crude oil. That's one thing you cannot take away from Delta people. When it comes to crude oil and natural gas, they are there. Like they are number one. In fact, I give it to them. Then in the aspect of like diverse ethnic groups, also we have it. We have the Urobo, we have the Anyoha, we have the Ishekri. We have so many beautiful like ethnic groups that they now come to different like beautiful traditions, attires, festivals. So it's actually a very lovely experience when it comes to all these things.
Okay, so what is the biggest misconception people have about your state, and what is the actual truth from your perspective?
Okay, the biggest misconception people have about my state is that okay, people think that okay, since Delta is rich in crude oil only, that's the only thing that we are like we specialize in, which is not right. We also have like other aspects like Delta is good to in agriculture, food store, so many beautiful things, and also like there's this particular thing that they know Delta for as worry. They believe that okay, when you say you're from Delta, you are from worry alone, which is not true. There are other diverse languages in Delta like Asaba, Ibuzo, so many different places in Delta. So that's the misconception people have about Delta.
For Anambra, it would probably be that we people say this a lot. What's even in that your state? Or like, you know how the north has history. Like they'll say Sokoto is this or Benin is this. So people think we lack historical depth, but Iboku art is something people know. Iboku is in Anambra State, which baffles me a lot. So yes, we are known for metal work, we are known for bronze art, we are known for their caves, their falls. We have history, we have historical depth. Anambra is one of the is a primer state. It's the heart of Igbo land, basically. So yes, we do have historical depth.
Okay, so in your opinion, what is the best thing about people from your state?
We are innovative. We are creative. We are risk takers. I think it's still I will tie it to the question about what is something that people think that is true. We are creative. I like to remind us that Innocent Motors is from Anambra State. We are the first vehicle manufacturers in the country from Anambra State. Innocent Motors is from Anambra State. So we are people, we are go-getters. We strive for things. We work for things. We are a hub of creativity. We are, I don't know, we are very good. We are resilient. We don't have like boundaries when it comes to things that we can produce and work on. Whatever it is that we can lay our hands on, as much as possible, no matter how we are starting, we are going to do it and we are going to produce results.
Okay, so the best thing I like, best thing from Delta State literally is that best thing I like about people from Delta State is that when it comes to hospitality, they are very welcoming. They are loving. Like you cannot take it away from them. When you enter Delta State, you will feel that love. You will feel that oh, you have arrived. And when it comes to all this entertainment too, like Delta is never dry. You always hear one bedu or the other here and there. So
Okay, so have you ever been ill treated or given preferential treatment because of where you come from?
oh, I've never been ill treated. Actually, I've never been ill treated or given any particular treatments where I come from. So no.
There are two sides to it. Among people that are not Igbos, it's more of like, um, how do I put it? Oh, Igbos. You people safe. Is either they say we are stingy, abi we only like money. They don't. They sometimes people don't see you with any form of depth apart from your state, or it's a thing of how do I put it? Oh, you people segregate. Someone said that to me recently that you Igbos are good, especially Anambra people, you're good at segregating. But among other Igbo people, right? You see that where are you from? Like Odogum or like, my chief, that kind of things, like our forefather. How far now? How are you? So yes, among other Igbos is like welcome. Among other people is well, it's there half and half.
Okay. Okay, so what do you believe your state contributes to Nigeria that is not being talked about enough?
Two things or more actually. We have agriculture. We have a lot of oil. We produce crude oil actually, crude oil and gas. I believe it was permits me to get a bit historical, a bit economical. I think it was 2010, was it 2016 when we had the first exploration for oil and gas in Anambra State. So yes, we also produce gas. We are a seat of like crude oil really. Um, Vehicular production, clothing and textile, apparels. We are productive. name it. Just ask. It will be given to you.
Okay, so I'll actually go with the same thing she said. When it comes to agriculture, we are good at it. So food stuff, cassava, gari, palm oil, especially that oil. I'll also emphasize on it. Oil, we are good at it. So I'll go with the same thing she said.
Okay, so what other culture or states do you admire and why?
Me, I actually admire Kogi, and it's actually very funny because people be like, oh, you are Igbo, this, and yes, actually admire Kogi. And one, okay, my mom is from Kogi one, so maybe that's maybe, will I say is a kind of green flag because when I visited Kogi, I was thinking that Kogi is just one particular country, one particular language, but I got to know that okay, there is Kogi Kaba, there is Kogi Igala, there is Kogi. And I'm like, oh, it seems as Delta too. So I actually like their languages and everything. So actually admire Kogi.
This is very strange, but as much as I love being an Igbo person, let me start with that. Hausa. I would like to be Hausa girl. I don't know. They have so much love for their tribe, their outfits. They're always ready to show it. And maybe it's because I grew up in the north and I was around them a lot. I love their dressing. I love how like ingrained they are in their food, in their I can eat Hausa food for days if you give me. So yes, I think Hausa is a tribe that I do admire.
Okay, so far with this series, we've been having a lot of like, I like the Hausa culture. I like the Hausa culture. I really would want, okay, the Hausa person, like I said, he likes Lagos. Okay, so I would want another perspective of someone who likes maybe Igbo, and I hope to see someone come here and say that. If you had the opportunity to improve something in your state, what sector would you focus on and why?
I will focus on import and export. I do believe we do export in particular. I do believe we do export to a certain level. For instance, they developed a machine that washes bitter leaf, and they've exported that, and it's something that makes money for Anambra State as a sector, right? But I do believe that we can export more of the things. The way we import China products, let us export Onitsha products. So I do believe it's something we can do.
Okay, so one thing I'll actually improve and work on is the healthcare system, because I have this strong belief that there are not really much like good facilities in Delta. So one thing I was saying that okay, by God's grace, when I get to be a medical doctor and all, and I have so much funds, if I go to my state, I would like to build more hospitals. Literally, the healthcare infrastructures system and all around. So I'll just literally work on all those aspects. If I have the opportunity to.
All right, so I hope to see how this goes for you guys. If you guys become governors, don't forget to answer. Please tell us a goodbye greeting in your language, and add to that, keep listening to Sweet and Sour podcast.
Okay, ka audio. Goodbye. That's goodbye in Delta language. Keep listening to Sweet and Sour podcast. Thank you.
Cody, Kobo, Coordinate Shields. Keep listening to Sweet and Sour podcast.
Thank you guys for listening to this particular series, the 6zones, 6 states. I really hope that you did enjoy it. We tried to get young people to tell us about where they are from in Nigeria. And this is just an intro into the Nigerian reality season. And until the next series, guys, bye.
Bye.